You can see how big it is. It's fairly large. Good morning, world. It's your Uncle Heavy. Today I'm on location in Carthage, Missouri. Look, behind me there's the Boots Motel we just stayed at last night. It was really cool. So today is going to be day 3 of our 66 trip, and we're starting off really early. We just had a nice little breakfast and we're hitting the road starting here in Carthage. So lots to see today. Can't wait to cover it all. I'm bringing you all along. No tickets required this time. Let's go see what kind of amazing 66 trouble we can get into. Day 3. Do come along. Route 66. Route 66. Route 66. Oh, that's cool. That is very neat.
Beautiful music too, huh?
Well, I have to tell Alexis to play the big
Oh,
band
it'll play.
music.
It'll play.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
she will, but
Real
half
band
the time
stuff,
she
I
don't
got
listen
you.
to us.
Yeah. So yeah, I did get a little bit of video last night when we checked in, but here in the morning, there's the Boots Motel we stayed at last night and the gift shop. You could see what it looks like without its neon. I didn't realize last night there's a little Cars reference there, even though he doesn't have the eyes, but that's the same vehicle. Here we are at the Pancake Hut. We just had a nice breakfast. I didn't really film us eating. I didn't think it was that exciting, but right here, I'm gonna walk over. Good morning, Tolle.
Good morning.
Ready for day 3?
Yes.
Let's do it. I'm gonna come over here and show this amazing restaurant we just had a nice breakfast at, and look at this. We're ready to do it. Let's start this day. 6:53 a.m. we're starting our day. Actually, we started our day quite a while ago, and
continue on Oak Street.
but we're actually starting our drive now.
Now up here, last time I was here, this guy said, "Yeah, we got something here we call Wee Hill. So if I go fast enough, we might put you in. You got your seatbelt on?
I do.
Instead of speeding up, I should slow down."
That does kind of look like it. Wow, look at that.
Wait a minute, is this bridge out?
Is this out? Woo!
Okay.
All right, there's our first 66 attraction
Yes.
for today. So this is our first stop of the day. We're still just outside of Carthage, and the whole theme of 66 is like the 50s and old time cars and stuff like that. And this is what makes me think of that. Look at this, the 66 Drive-In Theater. We've got this amazing glass block, just retro looking admission booth, and over here, look at this sign. Again, neon. You're gonna learn this about me from this trip. I love neon. I love everything about neon, and plus it's got that old movie theater lettering going on there. I just love it. That Art Deco look. I love the Art Deco look. That's just amazing. So check this out. Look at that. Doesn't that just scream vintage? Of course, this is back, you know, they used to have the speakers, but now they just transmit it through your stereo. And if you leave, you have to re-enter. So we can't go past this gate, but there's a projection booth right there. And all those posts are where the speakers used to sit. And we have a murder of crows flying over us as well. But very retro, very 66.
Look, if you stay right here, you can get a free movie.
Yeah, that's true. You don't even have to pay. You could just stand right here, bring a portable radio with you, and it's free. Many movie firsts I've seen at drive-thrus, including E.T. Yes, when E.T. first came out. I'm actually that old, and I can't believe I'm going to tell you guys this. Close Encounters, when that movie first came out, I saw it at a drive-thru. Not this one, the Ledgewood Drive-In in Ledgewood, New Jersey. But that has nothing to do with this trip. But I'm that old. Anyway, we're moving on. This is our next stop. This is called the Hogs and Hot Rod Saloon, but although it's all cool 66, this is not what we're here to see. Now I gotta do this quick because this is an active road, but look at this. You've got the state line right here. Kansas and Missouri. We're about to cross into Kansas now. I have been in Kansas before, so this isn't a new state for me. But check it out. This is the state line. Look, Tolle, we're one state apart from each other.
Let's trade states.
All right, let's trade states. Now he's in a different state. He's in Kansas.
I feel like a sunflower.
I do. Hey, I'm going back to Missouri. I'm going back to Kansas. You go back to Missouri.
All right, show me.
All right. Show me. We haven't done the show me. Oh, well, we went all through Missouri and didn't do the show me.
Is when we're on the line here.
All right, so, hey, we're on to Kansas. Kansas is that way. 66. I missed the crossover from Illinois to Missouri, and definitely now I'm filming us driving across the state line. So this is our next stop of the day. We're in Galena, Kansas. On the side of the road, we've got some icons from the Cars franchise, it looks like. Tolle's gonna do some tractor tipping.
Let's do some tractor tipping.
Look, they've got them all over there. Over here, it looks like we've got a Lightning McQueen. Now this is, what I love about this movie, because I am a Disney dork, we all know that, but I mean, it did kind of revitalize the interest in the whole Route 66 movement, because I mean, if you haven't watched the movie, it's basically about how 66 used to be an aspiring sort of community highway that just died when the interstate system came through, and well, that's what we're seeing today. Yeah, he's even got the Radiator Springs Sheriff on the side of his car. Got Luigi right here getting some air. Lots of little photo ops here. Here we go, it's the roadside attraction. Luigi's Pit Stop and the Galena Drive-Thru Shield. Now the Galena Drive-Thru Shield is right behind me here. Now I'm not at a good angle to see it, but let's take a walk over there and check it out. And yeah, here's the Galena Shield. We can actually walk through it. Let's check it out. The Shield. There he is, driving on through.
Need a ride?
Yeah.
Hop on in, man.
Cool. California, here we come. Sure. Here we are still in Galena. We're here at Cars on the Route for Route 66. And I'm gonna start here with the gas pumps. Gonna see many of these all through, and I'm looking at these two models right here. You've got this model Tomater and this sort of model Tomater, but my understanding is that this particular tow truck was the actual inspiration when they created the animated Tomater. Look at that. He's got his little hook. But yeah, that's supposed to be the actual inspiration of the animated Tomater. And we got to see here.
Get her done.
Get her done. Yeah, I do a terrible Larry the Cable Guy. I don't know the fireman's character name. I'm sure it's on that sign, but all right. We're moving on. Galena seems to be full of cool things to see that are 66 like, including this awesome mural right here. There's a really cool Coca-Cola one across the street. We haven't had the chance to do the photo op in any of these yet, so I figured Galena is the greatest place to do it. So
yeah, this is the top spot here in Kansas. This is Baxter Springs.
So it looks like we've got more Cars / Radiator Springs goodness here. They don't mess around when they do these model cars here. Look, it's got little pistons there for chain stanchions. We got a really old gas pump right here. Look at this. You used to actually pump manually, and this is what they call them, gas pumps. you'd manually pump the fuel up to the line marker, however many gallons you thought it was, and then you would empty it into your tank. And that's how you distributed gasoline. Stop for the gas pumps. Maybe one day I'll have to go through and count the amount of gas pumps that I'm doing. Got a Bob's Big Boy holding some tires here. Wow. Lots of icon-y goodness on this trip, and I even completely didn't even mention, look at the neon around the top. Very cool. And look at this goodness right here. This trip is just riddled with muffler men. I'm telling you, I've gone from seeing 0 muffler men in my life to, I lost count. I think this is 6. The Texaco Big A muffler man, probably 6 or 7. I should have counted, I didn't. Nice little patriotic flag right here made out of license plates. They're all Kansas plates. That's kind of neat. We have red, white, and blue Kansas license plates. People are so creative. All right, next stop, Riverton, Kansas. And you get to see the backside of us walking up to this next feature. This is our next stop here in Riverton. Check out this, the Kansas symbol made of rims. Now, like Tolle pointed out, we had the other one made of hubcaps. Now we get to see the wheel part. So I guess, Tolle, do you suppose they took the hubcaps off these wheels and made that other sculpture?
Yeah. Each sign we see will be 1 car. Well, actually about 10 cars.
Yeah.
They spread across the whole country, different parts.
That's Route 66 for you. But check it out. Another icon on the books. Done. Here we go. Here's the nice full shot of it. Pretty impressive. I'd put that about 35 feet. It's a good 3-story. All right, we're moving on. This is our next stop. I've kind of lost track of the towns we're in, but a humble little Route 66 goodness. A couple of metal sunflowers on the Route 66 sign. Kansas has a lot of these signs, it seems. It seems to be their thing, but it's very pretty. Back home, it's just about sunflower time, so it's appropriate. But I want to stop and take a look at the neighborhood we're in here. It's just, and there's, look, a tornado siren right in front of us. But yeah, this is what it's looking like here in Kansas. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and again, not sure what the town is, but we'll just call it beautiful town, Kansas, USA. Okay, so this is our next stop here. This is the Route 66 Rainbow Bridge, and I'm seeing this sign right here, and this is really cool. I've been tempted to leave a sticker in a few places before here, but I don't know, that seems like it's kind of like graffitiing things, but this one encourages you to leave a sticker. So, hey, I brought an Uncle Heavy sticker here. We're gonna put it on this sign. Check this out. Look at this. So if you're ever at the Route 66 Rainbow Bridge, you could see my legacy right there. Very nice. So let's go ahead and take a walk across this. And Tolle, my excellent tour guide, told me that this bridge was built in 1923, and it's the last remaining arch bridge on Route 66. Tolle is just completely filled with amazing facts about this trip. Pretty much be lost, but it is a very cool bridge. So usually when I'm walking across the Rainbow Bridge, it's me walking over to Canada. Today, just walking through Kansas over the Rainbow Bridge. Well, Rainbow Bridge, it was really cool to see you. I'll think about you the next time I'm walking across my own Rainbow Bridge. So as cool as Kansas is, our visit here is not very long. Now, when we first entered Kansas, we kind of jumped in the road back and forth. We're not going to do that here because this is a pretty busy road, but we're going to stop here and get this sign. Welcome to Oklahoma. Now, for me, this is a banner moment because I have never been in the state of Oklahoma, and you're going to witness me crossing in to Oklahoma for the first time. Here I go. I'm walking into Oklahoma. Check it out. I'm in Oklahoma. And there's a sign to prove it right there. 66 Oklahoma. Here we go. I'm here. Very cool. It's It's always cool when you visit a US state for the very first time in your life, and that's this moment right here, and you all witnessed it. I'm such a nerd. This isn't a 66 thing as much as it is an Oklahoma thing, but it was here, we had to stop. This is Waylan's Cuckoo Hamburger, and it's got the unique sign, and we've got the cuckoo bird here when you take the order and up above. Of course, we're here really early in the morning, so they're not open yet, but it's worth a look. Here's another stop on the side of the road, and again, I've kind of lost track of what town in Oklahoma we're in, but this caught our eye as we were driving by. It was an unplanned stop, but all these cool cars out front and the roadside art, definitely worth a look. This is what I love about Route 66, are these cool little finds that you see on the side of the road here. It's just so amazing to look at. And this is our first Sinclair pump on the trip, and we've got the Sinclair dinosaur right here. Skeleton there, riding the scooter.
Every Halloween in this town, it seems that the graveyard here fills up. Or for me. Don't worry, I'll save a fresh grave or two for you.
So look at this hot rod. It's known as the Grave Robber.
This is the Crosstar Museum. Right here. And look, for all you tractor fans out
I love it. You have Tolle in the background doing his little thing. Hey Tolle.
Yes, sir.
I think I found the missing Corvette. This is the Corvette I actually booked, and ended up with the Malibu.
Kind of bluish purple there.
It's close. I don't know how the paperwork got crossed, but well, we were supposed to be driving this, but you know what? The Malibu's been doing okay. I have no complaints. Just found out this is called the Crosstar Museum. This is kind of neat. It's a John Deere Roadster. Nice. Got some really cool yard art here. I love yard art. Anybody who takes the time to make yard art, it's just, I think it's amazing. So I'm gonna do this shot right here. We've got this cool yard art that looks like it's made out of detergent bottles, and there in the distance is the Afton water tower. So I'm assuming we're in Afton, Oklahoma. That solves that mystery. Check out this guy right here, this yard art. It's blowing in the wind. He's got a spring-loaded head. Good doggy. Now look at this bike right here. It's kind of like a three-wheel bike with a gas motor. All the stuff you find on the side of the road at these cool places. This is kind of neat on the inside here. They've got some old things like an old telephone switchboard there. And jukebox. It's always try to make him laugh. And not the first for this trip, but I'm always a fan of getting the Blues Brothers statues. Even with Tolle in the back. Does it do anything? No. All right. Moving on. So not really marked on the map, this is known as the Gray Garage Service Station. It's an abandoned former service station right on the side. This is Route 66 right here, so we're calling it a 66 fine. Hey, let's do a little urbex on the Unkle Heavy channel. Kind of cool. Yeah. Another unscheduled stop on the side of 66 here. Two things to see here. We've got the Western Motel here. It's definitely one of those cool sort of neon 66 roadside attractions, but you've got this nice iconic Indian in here greeting all the visitors. Very nice. Looks like the name of this town is Vinta, Oklahoma. Oh, and there it is right there. Vinta, Oklahoma. We've got this on just the other side. This is the Highway Cafe. And what do we have here? Another Muffler man. Now, I was just saying to Tolle in the car, I'm like, when we were planning this trip, I hope to see at least one Muffler man on this trip. And this is, I think last one I said 6, this is probably 7. Let's just call Big Bill here number 7. Another Muffler man. Good to meet you, sir. Glad to see it. You could see the amazing Highway Cafe sign with its beautiful neon. And it's even on here during the day, you could see it. Very, very cool. And even got a Bob's Big Boy. I've been seeing a lot of Betty Boops. I don't know if Betty Boop is actually a 66 thing or if it's just, I don't know, something to see. But there's a lot of Betty Boops on this trip as well. Got a nice amazing mural right here as well. Historic Route 66. And got this amazing car all covered with stickers. And now I'd put an Unkle Heavy sticker on this car, but I don't see a sign welcoming it. So I'll just kind of leave it be. And I completely missed the fact that the Muffler man, he's got a suitcase. Where's your muffler? So not exactly on 66, but this is definitely a 66 must-see. We're about 6 miles off of the mother road here, but this is definitely something I had to come and see. This is Ed Galloway's Totem Pole Park, and wait till you see what I've got to show you here. Check this out. Look at this right here. Wow. And today, it looks like it's open, and we could go inside. Check out all the detail. Now, I don't know the history of this. I'm going to have to look and maybe follow up with a voiceover. But yeah, this is pretty amazing. Look at this right here. Oh wait, you know what it's time for? I have to do one of my sun effects here. And now check this out. How cool is that? Now I just learned recently, that's called lens flare. It does have a name. I keep calling it my sun effect, but that's called lens flare. Let's go inside and see what's happening in here. Here's all the information about it. Built by Ed Galloway from 1937 to 1948. It's 90 feet tall and 18 feet in diameter. Made from 100 tons of sand, rock, and cement. Well, there used to be stairs up to the top, but it's no longer accessible to the general public. But you can see up above there's a ladder. Maybe I could zoom in a little bit here. And we could see up to the top where the sun's coming up. I'd be able to go up there, that would be really cool, but I guess it's not happening. But I want to show all the painted detail in here on all the shields up the top. Pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing when one person does this by hand. Absolutely fascinating that people are that talented and can do this. So there's several other totems in this park that we can see that he did as well. Here's another one of his works. Smaller. So I gotta see if I can get away and get a full shot of this. So yeah, it's totally stuff like this. The reason why I took this trip, because it's incredible. Look at that. Look at it. It's kind of hard to see here through the trees, but you can see it poking up through the top of the trees. The very tip-top tower of it. Very amazing. I think they have a gift store here. We're gonna go in, check it out. He was also a violin maker. And we just learned that he made way more than this and used to leave the doors unlocked, and unfortunately people stole them. All a different kind of wood now here.
70 some still left that work.
Oh, but yeah, see the detail at the back of the gift store. This whole building was made by him as well. I just bought this magnet here because I love magnets. My fridge is starting to get full of magnets, but I do love them. Looks like this here is one of his drill presses. That's kind of nifty. I think it's all rusted and not working anymore. Now there's the shot I was looking for. Here's the totem pole from across the field. I just love attractions like this. This is so cool. Life is good. While you're here, don't forget to pet the kitty. Nice kitty. Nice kitty. I didn't even notice this turtle head that was coming out the front here. I suppose I should go down and try to get a front view. Here is the front view of the totem pole as well. Amazing. All right, we gotta head back to 66. There's still way more to see today. I'm sure I'm probably not the only vlogger who's probably said this, but I'm kind of having a never-ending story moment here. Anyone else see that? And here we go, back on 66. I like how here in Oklahoma, they actually have county highway markers that say 66. Look what we've got here. A 66 marble. So we're at our next stop. This is Catoosa, Oklahoma, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Ever since I started watching vloggers doing the whole 66 trip, this is something I wanted to see. Check this guy out right here. This here is the blue whale of Catoosa. I've been wanting to meet you for a long time, and now I'm here. So let's go check it out on the inside. First off, I'm disappointed. There used to be steps here. Oh, there was a ladder here, okay. You used to be able to go up on the top and check out the top, but it looks like it's closed off. Not that I want to, it looks like there's some wasps, but this is it. It started off as a sort of a swimming pier for the kids. You could slide down there into the pond and here as well, but the pollution has gotten so bad you can't. So this is it. You can go over here. I'm so jazzed to finally be here. Cause yeah, see up top, you used to be able to go up there and actually look from up above and through the whale's cap as well, but that's all gone now. Looking out the back of his tail, or her tail, I'm not sure if it's a male whale or a female whale, but anyway, that's the view. Look, Uncle Heavy at the big blue whale. That's awesome. Always pursue your dreams, kids. I waited 5 years for this, believe it or not, and I'm finally here. I'm really happy. Very happy. Come over here and look at the side profile. There's Tolle coming out the mouth. You can take a walk and see how large the whale actually is. It's so funny. So when you watch somebody else's work on YouTube many other times, and something piques your interest, and you watch others who visit the same place, and you finally actually get to see it for yourself, it's such an incredible feeling. And I know it sounds like I'm over dramatizing it, but it's so true. And a silly little fiberglass whale has just made my day. I finally got to see something that I've always wanted to see, and this is why I do this. This is why I go on these trips. This is why I vlog, and I hope you all enjoy it as well. This might even be a thumbnail, but look, check it out. That's so cool. So cool. such a dork. Over here on the other side, so I got the sun working for me here, and you can see how big it is. It's fairly large. Now, I can give you a long history of it, but it's been done before. You can Google it. Check it out. There's an interesting story about it. Well, been saying this a lot on this trip. It was awesome finally meeting you. I have to go on. Goodbye, whale. Another little 66 goodness here.
Exit the traffic circle
So this is what's for lunch today. We're just outside of Tulsa. This is Tolle's Good Food Cafe. Tolle's getting a patty melt, which is basically...
No, the patty.
basically a cheeseburger and a grilled cheese kind of meet each other, you know. And I went with the club. I think last time we filmed our lunch together, I had like a club sandwich too. I'm boring like that.
Right, at Tally's Diner Cafe here, I went with the old patty melt. Look at that goodness melting all over my hand. Fries and heavy, of course, went with the club like he always does.
Can't go wrong with the club sandwich. I just let him narrate that. So this is our next stop here. We're actually in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and this is where we're going. Bucks on 66, Cosmic Curios. It's definitely a 66 must-see. I keep saying that. They're all 66 must-sees, but this is what we're here to see. Look at this guy here. We've got us another Muffler man. 8 Muffler men. So this is Buck Adams. He is the Cosmic Space Cowboy, and once again, you can see the characteristic holding of the muffler, but he is holding a rocket. This is definitely number 8. I think it's number 8, but yeah. Came here to check him out. Now I met him. He's got a pretty sweet 66 belt buckle. Also got some nice yard art here. And a rock and roll pig. Now this is something new. According to Tolle, this is Stella Adam. This is Buck's girlfriend. Or is it his wife? I don't know. They have the same last name, but she's not a muffler man per se, but she's made in the style of the muffler man. Do we count her as a muffler man, Tolle?
No, that's a woman.
A muffler person?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
You know what her name is?
Stella? Stella Adams?
Stella!
Stella! Oh, and there's a souvenir store to go into. Let's check it out. Got some nice neon art in here. Hey, you know, I just love all the art that these shops show. I mean, after a while, maybe they do kind of look all the same, but it's still unique for each one. They even got them here in an American Gothic pose here. Very, very unique. Oh, they have the whale as a glass ornament. If I knew it would make its way home, I would totally buy this, but I don't know if I want to check that with my luggage. Another must-see when you're in the Tulsa area here, metal gold sign. You know, again, I'll bet you it's amazing when it's lit up with all that neon. You'll never guess what I found here. Muffler man. This is the trip. I'm gonna just scrap the whole Route 66 trip. This is going to be the Muffler man trip. Now, here's a deep cut for the true Unkle Heavy fan. If you have gone back and seen my adventures in Portland, I saw a very similar Paul Bunyan looking fiberglass statue like this. It wasn't a Muffler man, but it looked like this. But I had thought I'd found a Muffler man then, and it turned out it was not. But here we go. Here's his cousin who is a true Muffler man. Hello, Paul. Good to see you. So, hello downtown Tulsa. This is my first time in this city. Guess we're going deeper into it. 66 goes right through it. There's a skyline. They got more skyscrapers than Buffalo, at least. By 2 or 3. Next stop, we're kind of on the outskirts of Tulsa. What we're doing this whole trip is, we have a bunch of places we want to see, but if we're driving by and we see something cool, oh, you bet we stop. And this looks like some, I'm not sure if it's an antenna tower or an oil rig tower, but it's a pretty freaking cool tower. And there's a neat train here too. Tolle just discovered the sign. It's the 66 Historical Village. All right, let's go get a closer look at things. If there's a route sign, I've got to film it. That's how it goes. Here, I'll throw a little kudos to Tolle. What's he doing? Well, you're gonna have to go over to his channel and watch his video and see. I did not notice that there was a 66 sign on this side of the tower. That's very cool and iconic. Checking to see how many times have I said cool and or iconic in this series. Not just in today's video, but in the whole series. I'm sure it's quite a bit. Right up there with Muffler Man. And what do we have around this corner here? A little red caboose. But I'm gonna take advantage of this view right here. Looking out over there, there's the city line of Tulsa. It's so cool that a highway like this goes right through the middle of the city like it did. Very nice city, Tulsa. Thanks for having us. Oh yes, judging by the oil pumps, I'm guessing this is definitely an oil rig. I'm not sure what its history is, but it's here now. I think I'm more interested in this caboose right here. You hear that noise in the background? There's an actual train over there backing in, and he's been backing in for the past 15 minutes, so I kind of gave up on getting good sound on this video. Looks like the lights are on inside. You can't go in, but it's your standard conductor's caboose. Potbelly stove, a couple of bunks above. The really cool thing I'm noticing about this whole 66 experience is so many of these little roadside attractions here are free. They're free for you to come, look, take a walk around, take pictures. And we throw in donations when you can, but it's still really cool that you don't have to drop money everywhere you go to have a good time here. So here's the part we all love, the engine, the locomotive. Gosh, these trains are long. I'm not sure I can go up there or not. There's no signage, but I know that's kind of high. Somebody's gonna probably come out and yell at me if I do. Look at these wheels. I mean, they're as tall as I am. It's just as high as me. Here's the front. Wish I could go up there and ring that bell. Last time there was a fire lit in this boiler. All right, another stop complete. Back to the Mother Road. It's called the Mother Road, and I keep wanting to say Mother Load. When you say it fast, it's like Mother Load, but it's Mother Road. It's the Mother Road, Route 66. There's another one if you're counting. All right, we got another cool treat coming up here on the right. Stay tuned. Well, if you're committed this far, you don't have to stay tuned. You will have been staying tuned. You know what I mean? It's been a long day. So this is our next stop. We're in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. And this is the heart of Route 66 Auto Museum. And unfortunately, it's closed. A lot of things being closed on a Monday today, but we're kind of here to see this. This here is the world's largest gas pump in existence. And it's located on Route 66. So, you know what? If it's here, we will film it. Here we are, just a little bit closer. I don't know how much closer we can get than this, but it's very, very tall. It's like a lighthouse, except it's a gas pump lighthouse. We're definitely seeing some very, very unique things on this highway. Let's get that up look of it right here. I wonder if you could walk up inside there. Can you, Tolle?
Don't think so.
No.
But you could probably climb up there. Go up the hose there and get that part. You have to jump a little bit.
Climb the hose and then jump, pull myself up. Nah, I didn't even want to climb up on the locomotive before. So, not today. Next time. So we've actually been driving for quite a while now. It's been about 60 miles. We're in Chandler, Oklahoma. And this is our next stop. This is, well, this is cool. Everything's cool, but this is really cool. This is the 66 Bull, and check out this goodness right here. Look at all these gas station signs here. This whole parking lot is filled with retired gasoline signs. I love it when they take these cool items that are retired and display them for all to see. Conoco. Is Conoco even around anymore? Look at them all. Sinclair, Texaco, Citgo, Mobil, Gulf. That's an old Gulf. And of course, Phillips 66. You gotta have the Phillips 66 represented. And this is American Fuel. I believe they became Amco eventually. Now, this bowling alley is closed right now, which is kind of cool because it gives us a run of the parking lot to check it out. But we have to go see the front sign of this business. I gotta tell you, it's like 91 degrees out today. It's a hot one here in Oklahoma. Whew. I think we picked the hottest week to travel. Worth it. Just take a look at that beautiful neon sign. Now, a couple of the places we've been to, they've had the neon on during the day, but not here. But you can imagine how cool that would have been, all lit up. And I believe Tolle said the ball comes around that way, kind of like it's a bowling ball coming down the alley. From this perspective, I can do one of my panoramics and show you all the signs here in this parking lot. We're doing a lot of stops today. I'm gonna have to journal all these so I make sure I got it all under control. Now I'm hearing it's pretty cool on the inside, but unfortunately they're closed on Monday. But I wanted to get up, get a nice close-up shot of the Oklahoma 66 sign and this half of car that's over the entrance. Yeah, you've got the Enco sign here and the car over the door. They also snuck in a little Ford sign here on the side. Before I go, I had to make sure I pay attention to these other signs here. These are like the oil signs that were on the side of gas stations. Now, I'm not positive, but when you look at these signs, you see all of them have like little speckled dots of rust on them. Now, from what I know and what I've seen on like the American History and the Rusty Gold type antique collector shows, most of those spots are formed from people driving by and taking pop shots at the signs with either BB guns or low caliber rifles. That's just what I heard on a TV show. I'm not sure I can confirm that. I can remember as a kid, there was a mobile station pretty close to the apartments where I lived, and it had this Pegasus logo, and at night it actually had neon in it, and it would light up really bright and it would hum. Just triggering a childhood memory. All right, and we're moving on. So if you look here between us, there's this Easy 66 guide for travelers. Now, I bought this a couple months ago to help us plan this trip, and we just found out at the beginning of this trip that the author of this book lives, well, in the town we're in right now, and that if you go to his place of business, he'll sign the copy. So we're going to see if we can get this book signed.
And then that's an old pound note because my friend sent it to me. EZ66.
Oh, yep.
Nice, nice.
Now, when did the first edition of your book come out?
2005.
2005.
And hopefully for the end of the year, I'll be able to do a new edition for next year. It just depends on if I can do it, you know. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I was going to drive out starting today to California because I've already done to Illinois this year.
You can jump in the car with us. That's where we're at.
I decided I got too much to do right now, and it's too hot, and there's smoke out west and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll do
Yeah,
it
yeah.
In October.
We looked at some of the temperatures the spots we're going, and they're like in the 110s. Like, yeah.
I'm old enough where I don't want to mess with it if I can help it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And next month is too busy to go anywhere because September. Well, I hope it is. This has been a very dead summer.
Yes, yes.
I think everybody's like, this is the 100th year next year.
Yeah, that's quite possible. You know.
Yeah, I'm from the north. I'm from Buffalo.
Oh, cool.
So we've got the smoke really bad.
Oh,
I mean,
you got it
it's
from Canada.
really up from Canada. It just comes right
They're
across the
getting it
river.
up there from stuff.
All the nice 66, and he does a lot of original artwork. I think I'm gonna buy one of his prints.
Oh, we're staying at the Wigwam too.
Well, this is the
Yeah.
California one.
We're staying at both.
Good. Yeah, they're both great.
We're doing them both.
And then I've been collecting since the early 80s. So I've got ashtrays and 66 game at Campbell's
Wow.
Express. Original Bob Waldmeyer postcard art. That's
Nice.
The print. That's the original tiny lettering.
Nice.
Now, they call them muffler men, but
Yep.
the first one was a fiberglass lumberjack at Flagstaff, Arizona on Route 66, and that the lumberjack cafe was selling these little statues. I've got two. I've seen one or two more, but none of them have the axe. So I guess the kids will throw away the axe. They'll lose it.
We just saw one in Tolle.
So they
You
just
saw
added.
this
Yeah.
big version of that one. He's an original.
Okay.
That one, but
Yeah,
this is-
middle gold mark. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've got drinking birds. There's a drinking giraffe, which is kind of a rare.
Oh wow,
Oh, yeah.
that's very rare.
Like a bird as a kid, my great uncle had one of that.
There's quite a few things that have changed, and there's some detours out there.
Excellent.
These are the lemons.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm gonna quickly look at a couple of things here for you.
Dave, watch this.
This is my grandpa used this old cable tool rig that you can see along 66 east of Shamrock.
Okay.
And my dad helped him in the summers a couple of times in the 50s drilling these oil wells that are there.
Okay.
So you can see that up here.
Yep.
Message.
That's an original from the 50s. Can you write to Dave? Do you mind addressing it to Dave?
Number 2 and Dave.
Oh no.
To Dave.
Yep. That's me. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you so much. Who's he pointing to up there? It's John's place. And here's our friend and Gemini Giant. Also known as the first Muffler man I've ever met. So this is John's place. We're now in Acadia, Oklahoma. This is a very, very, well, they've all been very, very famous, but this is one of the cooler stops on the 66 trip that, again, I have seen many times before, and I had to see it. Despite the storm going on out there, we came through the rain to come see this. Let's check out this place. Yeah, the weather is just not being cooperative here, but we stopped. Check this out. All right, let's take a look at this. This is very cool. Look at this with the theater here. The Wigwam Motel. And look at this diner. The counter. The old Coca-Cola syrup dispenser and milkshake mixer.
Sir, I'll have a sarsaparilla, please.
Pick up. Now just up these stairs is supposed to be where one of the cooler things. Now I have seen this again in other people's vlogs, but I've not experienced it myself. Now right here is his famous kind of sculpture of his Volkswagen Beetle that's half in the building and half out the second story. I'm gonna make sure to get a shot of this before I leave from the outside. All right, let's see if I can get in here. This is a VW Beetle that he's got built half out the top of the building here. Oh, Tolle's getting in the passenger seat here. All right. Guess we're gonna drive the rest of 66 from here.
Yeah, you're driving now, buddy.
Yeah. I kind of wish we could get one of us out there to film from the outside, but it's a bit wet right now, and the wipers aren't working. And look at this, it's got a cassette deck. Can you believe that? So I'm telling you, doesn't seem very 75 and sunny on the toll road today.
What do you mean? It's all up here.
I mean, it's definitely, you know what, let me correct this. It was 91 on the toll road and now it's 75 on the
So
toll
we got
road.
to 75. You can have
So
one or the
we
other.
got half. It's because I'm with you.
You're a drip.
I'm a drip. I ruined it. But at least we got to stop here. Despite the rain, we got to see.
Yeah,
I wanted to
we made
sit.
it.
I wanted to sit in this Beetle. This is pretty cool. On the upper balcony here, you can look down and see the whole diner set up, and he's got a movie theater set up down there too. It's almost like a mini town here. Gotta check out the old menu boards here. We don't know those prices anymore, that's for sure. Huh. It says, don't you wish, 18 cents a gallon. This is gonna be our end game when we get to the end of Route 66. Well, we still got a good 4.5 days for that. All right, let's check this out too. Boy, it just keeps going on and on. I believe they've got a national cash register in here. Do you know they make them right in Dayton, Ohio, Tolle?
What's that?
These national cash registers here, they make them right in Dayton, Ohio.
National Cash, I've never heard of it.
And well, you might know them as NCR, that's the abbreviated. Yeah.
Okay. Learn something every day.
Sure. Well, this was definitely a cool place to visit. Let's go out in the garage area and see what else we have. Got a little bit of a rod here.
When John Hargrove was in high school, he really wanted a 1932 Model B Roadster just like this. I'm a little older now, so at the age of 80, he's finally finished building a brand new one. I'm Galen Culver on the next Great State No Rust, no Bondo, no scratches. A very long-awaited project on the next Great State.
And here you go.
John, you're famous.
You're famous.
Famous, huh?
So this is the car that he was just on TV for. Beautiful. Nice roadster. What's in here? I gotta imagine there's something in here. Oh, it's just an outhouse. All right, we're getting a quick break in the rain. And let's look at here before my camera gets soaked. Right there is the Volkswagen Beetle we were just sitting in inside. It's painted like Herbie the Love Bug, but you can see how it's kind of protruding out the side of the wall. Check out some of the yard art he's got. A couple of old-fashioned pumps. And there's the storefront we were just in. So, hey, I got it before the pouring rain. It's starting back up again. Over here we got a model of Fillmore, the Volkswagen van from Cars. This is what I do for my viewers. I'm running around in a lightning storm so you guys can experience this. But yeah, here's a close-up of Fillmore, the Volkswagen van from Cars. Hey, this is for my buddy Dave. If you're watching, check this out. Got some Grateful Bears on 66 at John's place. And check out this custom cruiser he did. Look at that. It's called three-wheeling. Definitely a custom modified vehicle. Not sure I'd want to be driving in today's weather. And this is kind of neat. It's the evolution of the Ford wheel. From 1927 to 1948. Over there he's got a Motel sign on the side of that outbuilding. I'm soaked now, but worth it. Break in the rain. Not liking the thunder and lightning, but let's take a walk around. Dramatic foreshadowing. Wait for it. Got to get the 66 sign with the vulture overhead. Let's see, that way's north and that way's south. We're actually going west, but look at this amazing, I guess you'd call it a sculpture, or maybe a beetle dropped out of the sky. There's Herbie the Love Bug, side of the building. So cool. Now here's a replica. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe this is a replica of, there is another sculpture down the road a piece on 66 that has these two arrows towards either New Mexico or Arizona. We'll see. Here's this bottle tree right here, and I wasn't able to get a nice walk up before because it was pouring rain, so I'll do it in the end. Doing things backwards because of the weather. There's that Volkswagen storefront, and I'm telling you, 66 has got to be one of the coolest things to experience. If you all get the chance who are watching this, take the time and check it out. You won't regret it. Thank you, John. We had an amazing time at your place. So we need to debrief about that whole amazing experience that just went down. First off, John is one of the nicest guys.
Definitely, man. And one of the most interesting guys you'll ever meet.
Very interesting, and knows so much about so much. Anything that has a motor, a wheel, or a prop, he knows it.
You've heard of Jack of all trades, master of none? No. Jack of all trades, master of sounds like all trades.
Completely. So we just sat and talked to him for like 45 minutes straight.
Easily. Yeah,
and,
easily.
And it was hard to break away. We were like trying to fight the storm, and we got places to go. It was hard, but this particular attraction is, now I've seen Adam do this place, I've seen Jacob do this place, I've seen you do this place, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. It was so amazing to sit in that Beetle right there and meet the man. So I just want to remember how cool this was, because we almost went past this, you know, because of the storm.
It was coming
glad
down
we stopped.
thick,
So we got to head down the road a little bit more, but I had to add this in the video for that.
Definitely, that great stop.
If you're touring Oklahoma 66, check it out. There's the sign. There it is up on the hill. Word of advice: Route 66 on a Monday, there's a lot of things closed. Okay, so next stop, we're still in Arcadia. This is the Arcadia Round Barn. Now, unfortunately, it's closed. We can't see the inside. I'll tell you what, if you really are curious to what it looks like on the inside, just give it a search on the YouTube, and plenty of people. I know if you go back and look at Tolle's video, he's been on the inside of it. Pretty much anybody who has vlogged the 66 has been on the inside. But it's still pretty impressive to see on the outside. Very interesting. All right, we're moving on. So we've temporarily veered off 66 to avoid Oklahoma City, the local traffic, but we're out here in the middle of God's country. I hope my camera's capturing how beautiful that sky is, not the storm is over and the road is. So, yeah, this was a good day, Tolle.
They're all good days.
They are good days. Life is good.
Life's very good.
All right, before the sun goes down completely, let's just stop and look at this. We're at the entrance of a farm here. I'm not going to cross that, but we're here on the side of the road. And I think it's time to end this video. Wow, that's it. We did day 3, and we're right now just outside of Elk City, Oklahoma. Behind me here is the Route 66 on the side of the road, and we had to just stop here. We were going to do the outro for the parking lot of the hotel, but look at this beautiful view back here. Look at Oklahoma, this amazing farmland out here. So I thought we had to stop here and do a nice outro. Tolle?
Yes, sir.
Wow, we've seen some stuff today.
Today was a day. They've all been long days. Today was a great day, though.
It was a really good, and this is the part where he and I like to goof and be funny, but I think we're both so freaking tired. But we just saw so many cool things today that I'm gonna end this on like a serious note and be like, wow, this trip so far, we're 3 for 3. It's going awesome, and I look forward. Yeah. I look forward to what's coming up next. So
it seems like we got to top every day. It's going to be tough. Every day it's become tougher to top the last day.
Totally. So on that note, I'm going to be signing off from Elk City, Oklahoma, or just outside of it. Be sure to stay tuned, because you know I have way more adventures coming from 66 very, very soon. Till then, bye-bye. Let's go.
On Route 66, I hope you all have a great time.